Hello, my people, and welcome to my channel once again. It has truly been a minute, and there's been so much going on in the world of showbiz, politics, religion, life itself. Wow, 2024. I know I have said it so many times. This year has definitely been a year of exposure. Like Cat Williams says in January. We are now in September the 17th, and it has not failed to disappoint. Not saying everything has been entertaining. A lot of it has been quite tragic, quite sad. But today we're speaking about the man of the hour once again. For all my lovely Lolita squads, we've spoken about P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Mr. Love, Puff Daddy. AKA, the names go on, and so there's these multiple characteristics and personalities that come out of him, may I say. But today, we're going to talk about none other than the fact that Mr. Puff Daddy, aka Sean Combs, has been arrested. Yes, he has been arrested for the multitude of his crimes. He was arrested yesterday on the 16th of September, 2024. Can I hear that, everybody? He has now been arrested, and it's come a long way from the first lawsuit that Cassie filed against him almost 11 months ago. It was the 16th of November 2023 when Cassie's bombshell lawsuit came out about her abuse, her years of abuse and suffering in her relationship with her on and off partner at the time, Puff Daddy, as well as him being her manager for her career, which never went off due to some of the alleged abuse that was taken on as well. But yeah, literally 11 months later, now Mr. Puff Daddy has finally been arrested, and he's been arrested for all of the crimes that he's done to Cassie, but also the multitude of other crimes that he's done. Right about now, so many people have issued out lawsuits, sued him, has filed complaints against him for SA, for violence, for GB, for being traveled over state lines and been violated and abused. It's been so many. It's not just women, it's men, it's children. Allegedly. I'll say allegedly for the sake of my channel and the integrity of my channel. But there's been a lot that's been going on. Right about now, Puff Daddy and his multitude of his lawyers are still claiming his innocence, and they do not want him to have any form of bias, or they don't want him to be treated in a negative light. But he has been arrested. He was, like I said, on the 16th of September. Allegedly, apparently, word on the street, shout out to Tissa Tales, hardworking woman on YouTube. Apparently, according to multiple sources online, he was meant to be arrested today on the 17th of September. But accordingly, and I'll say allegedly, but this is what the streets are saying, according to intelligent intel, it was appearing, even though Puff Daddy moved to New York so that he could be closer and cooperate or seem to, appear to be helping in this case. He moved to New York recently. He's been in New York for almost a week, if not a bit more now, to show his involvement. It was looking that maybe if they had tried to arrest him today on the 17th of September, he wouldn't have been available. So that's why the arrest was taken a day earlier. And what does this remind you of, my fellow Lolita Light squads? This reminds me of back in March. That's right, the raid that took place in March, the 25th of March 2024, only literally almost 6 months ago, just under 6 months ago, when Puff Daddy and his homes, multiple homes in 3 different states, were raided simultaneously at the same time. And despite the fact he was raided in one go by multiple units, Puff Daddy was nowhere to be seen. He was nowhere to be seen. It was a big hunt. Where is he? Is he on the plane? Is he in Bali with Russell Simmons? It was just a meme that was going on all over the place. He was nowhere to be seen. And the people that were detained at the time was his poor children. His boys, Justin Combs, his children were arrested. Well, they weren't arrested. His young boys were detained in his property, and then the only other person that got arrested was one of his associates, aka, or the word on the street, people saying he's mule. He's the guy that gets all the Tucci for him or gets all the substances that he needs before he attends one of his regular freak-off sessions, or just something that he takes on a regular basis. But yeah, that guy was arrested. But P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean, Mr. Love, aka Daddy Combs, you name it, we said it, bad boy for life. We know his multiple of names. I can't even keep up. I really feel like the multitude of his names are due to different personality orders. That's just me saying, but I'm not sure. But hey, who am I to go on baffling about Mr. Sean Combs? But yeah, he's been arrested in New York. He was on indictment charges. He was arrested for the multitude of his crimes. Like I said before, traveling persons, young ones, allegedly across different state lines for them to be essayed, violated, you name it. Unfortunately, he's done so many crimes, and despite the fact that he's done so many crimes, the lawsuits are not dying down. The most recent one was done by Dawn, who was in Danity Kane. She filed to sue him on the 11th of September for the terror that she went through when she was under his management care. She's suing him for physical abuse and psychological abuse as well. So that was the recent lawsuit that took place with him. On the 17th of May, the infamous CNN video leak was released to the public through CNN, where it shows Puff Daddy putting his hands, feet, and his paws on Cassie. That video was taken in 2016 and it came out through CNN, and it was just horrific. Following that video being leaked to the general public, or it wasn't even leaked, it was on the main news. For that video being issued out to the general public, Puff Daddy did offer a public apology for his behavior. Didn't admit to any crimes, but he offered a public apology for his behavior. Even prior to that, on the 26th of February, Rodney, who'd worked with Puff Daddy very closely for his latest album, the Love album, he filed a lawsuit against Puff Daddy as well. And right about now, at this moment in time, he's currently in hiding. It really exposed the music industry for how deep and dark it is, and how complicit so many people within the industry, whether willingly, intentionally, unintentionally, were complicit and enabled a lot of P. Diddy's crimes for so long, whether they wanted to or not. A lot of people were name dropped in Little Rod's case. A lot of people were name dropped even in Dawn's recent case, where she's now suing him for the damage he's done to her. In her lawsuit where she's suing Puff Daddy, she even named how she witnessed, I'll say allegedly, but this is what was part of her statement, how she witnessed Puff Daddy beating or slapping Cassie during a dinner, and so many people were there and no one did anything. He slapped her or punched her in the stomach and slapped her. She was hunched over in pain, crying, and then she left. No one said anything. No one did anything. There was high execs at the table eating with them. A few names that she dropped was definitely Usher was there, New was there. No one said anything. No one did anything. No one reprimanded him. No one said that's out of order. No one, I don't think hardly anyone even went to go and comfort Cassie or see she was okay. It was just another day, business as usual with Puff Daddy. And this is part of the reasons, or one of the reasons, why he was able to get away with so many crimes for such a long period of time. I think this was also a reason why so many of the victims of him did not say anything and kept quiet for a long period of time, because they witnessed so much being done to other people. There are people right about now that have met an early demise, and P. Diddy's name has been circulated as someone that has been involved in these early demises from the 90s or even 80s. There's so many peculiar deletions of life that's happening in Hollywood where his name has been mentioned. So when people don't see justice being done, victims stay quiet. People that have seen it don't say anything. So it's really dangerous. So right about now, this is a victory to everybody. Everybody that has been taken advantage of, abused, violated. Everybody that hasn't seen justice, this is the beginning, especially in P. Diddy's case, and also around the world. Good would always overcome evil. God don't sleep. Justice is always there. God says revenge is his. Our God never sleeps nor slumbers. This is a good sign. Do good. Justice will always win. Goodness will always win. Be the best that you can. Treat others like you want them to treat you. And also just try and be a good person. People make mistakes, but you can always say you're sorry. Always try and make amends. If he worked as hard as he did to build up his empire, if he tried to work on himself, maybe have anger management, or just try and get to the deep-rooted issue as to why he had so much anger, rage inside of him, maybe we wouldn't be here today. But right about now, on the 17th of September 2024, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Love, Mr. Sean Combs has been arrested, and we will watch this space. Thank you guys once again for listening to me. It's been a minute, but I'm back, and I'll be right on top of all these cases that are going on, because there's a lot to talk about, my people. Stay well, stay blessed, read your Bible, and be the best that you can throughout 2024 and beyond. Peace, y'all. I'll be back soon with another one. Bye.
You know.